Good. What's up, everybody? Mike Feldman here with Corbin & Company, and today I'm coming to you with a new type of video about a recent sale of mine that just closed, 6109 Indianola Avenue in the heart of Broad Ripple. We went on market for $299,000 and we're able to get a ton of offers, and I wanted to kind of outline that process that we took in order to maximize the sales price for my clients. So my sellers reached out to me. They randomly found me online and said that they wanted me to list their house. So I went over to their house and they said that their house was ready to be put on the market the very next day. So I looked at their house and determined it was in good shape, but it needed to be in the best shape in order to maximize the sales price. So I gave them a whole laundry list worth of items to do that they can do themselves. They didn't have to, replace countertops. They didn't have to go hire a bunch of people. They could do themselves. That would take their house from looking good to great. So they put about 10 days worth of work into the house. Now, there wasn't 10 consecutive days, but it was things like landscaping and paint touch-up and things like that. So after 10 days of work, I determined that the house was looking as good as possible in order to go on the market. A little bit about pricing. So most sellers and even some realtors want to list a little bit high to leave some room for negotiations. My strategy is actually to list it just about 5% under market value. So we thought that the appraised price of the home would be about $315,000. So we actually ended up listing it at $299,000, and I'll kind of explain that strategy here in a second. So once they put in about 10 days worth of work and the house was looking as good as it possibly could, then we go on the market. So we had 4 full days worth of showings. So we go on the market on a Thursday because Thursdays are when internet traffic is the highest out of any other day of the week. So we go on the market on a Thursday, have 4 full days worth of showings. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then have 1 open house on Sunday. We're able to procure 38 individual showings within that 4-day window. You see all the time sellers kind of, and even some realtors bragging that they sold a house within a couple of hours. And to me, that's not always going to maximize the sales price, because often if a realtor puts a house on the market, let's say at noon, the person who can see the house first is often the person that writes the offer, and they might leave only a 4-hour expiration time on that offer, but maybe somebody can't get off work until 5 p.m. that night. So, and maybe they're the ones who can write the highest offer possible. So by allowing 4 days worth of showings, we're having so many more showings, and just by supply and demand, if we get more showings on the property, they'll often procure more offers, and the more offers that we get, the higher the price goes. So those 38 showings were just in the span of those 4 days. And then during the open house, we had about 30 people through the open house. So after 4 days, 38 showings in 1 open house, we had 12 individual offers, and 11 of those offers were above list price of $299,000. And of those 12 offers, we obviously could only accept 1, but there were 3 other backup offers in case the first offer didn't work out. So we went on the market for $299,000, got 12 offers, and most of the offers were as is, meaning the buyer would do an inspection, but they're not going to respond to the seller on a list of repairs for the seller to do. They also were offering escalation clauses and also offering a certain dollar amount in the case of a low appraisal, which we're seeing a lot these days because so many houses are getting multiple offers. So many houses are experiencing appraisal issues. So there were, I believe, about 4 offers that came through that said that the buyer would guarantee that they would bring several $1,000s to closing in the event of a low appraisal. That automatically saved my sellers several $1,000s. So went on the market for $299,000. Multiple offers later, we ended up at $321,000, and we didn't have an appraisal issue. My sellers didn't have any issue with the inspection because the buyers did an inspection, but they did not ask for any of the inspection items to be repaired. So this sort of strategy, in my opinion, works across all price points, across all counties and all areas of town, on neighborhoods, all conditions as well. So, like I said, whether or not you use me to list your house this summer or this fall, or you use another realtor, I highly suggest at least doing this strategy of not immediately entertaining offers as soon as they come in, that you allow as many people to come through the front door as possible, because that right there is going to maximize your sales price. So if you have any questions or any comments about any of the stats behind me or the strategy behind it, or you just want to say that I'm an idiot and that this strategy is a waste of time, feel free to comment below, shoot me a DM. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and have a great day, people.